Hello, it's Steven here. I just wanted to put a brief content warning at the start of this episode because Ben and I have a conversation quite near the beginning of the episode in which we discuss Steven Moffat's play The Unfriend and the unfortunate fact that one of the leading actors in the play, Frances Barber, has expressed transphobic views on Twitter. If you'd rather skip that discussion, then feel free to just skip ahead to 10 minutes and 30 seconds when we'll start talking about the Christmas invasion. Take care, everyone.
Did you miss me?
Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Steven, and I've been a Doctor Who fan since 2005.
And I'm Ben, and I've never seen the show before.
For years now, I've been trying to convince Ben to give it a go.
And my answer has always been no.
But now, finally, he's agreed not only to watch it with me, but to do a podcast about it as well. And quite frankly, it's about time. Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
We're back for season 2.
Yeah, season 2, babes.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Been alright.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of time off from watching and doing the podcast.
House viewings.
Yeah, flat viewings, yeah.
Trying to find somewhere to move to.
Yeah.
Proving to be
impossible.
Yeah, everything we put an offer on just goes somewhere else.
We either put an offer on and we don't get chosen, or the place is crap. Like, we saw a place the other day that was like, we walked in and we thought, oh, this is quite promising. And then the man was like, oh, and the bedroom's just through here. And it was like a cupboard. Like, he opened a cupboard and there was like a secret passage of like these really narrow stairs behind it. Just felt really unsafe, didn't it? Like,
it was very narrow and it was very just like... Oh.
Like they carpeted a ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, fingers crossed for us if you're listening that we find somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're back in the world of Doctor Who.
Yes.
You sound so enthusiastic to be back in the world of Doctor Who.
I'm just tired and I am dreading going back to work.
Yeah, same actually. But yeah. So we've watched The Christmas Invasion, the first Christmas special of the revived show, and we're recording this in February.
Mm-hmm.
Our episode will be going out in March. So yeah, happy Christmas for March.
Christmas in March.
Did it bother you that much watching it?
I should have watched it. It would have probably felt better if it wasn't so light outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, it just felt like a bit, I don't know.
I think, personally, I can watch these kind of episodes any time of year. It doesn't have to be Christmas. But, yeah.
That's you, though.
That's me. What did you think?
Meh.
Meh?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
It was all right.
It was all right. Okay, well, some episodes you've come off and you've gone, well, that was a pile of shit.
Oh, the CGI in this episode has not improved very much between season 1 and season 2. I'm like...
Oh, really?
BBC, give it a budget!
I think it has improved.
No, it hasn't. You go and look at those outside scenes of the plane and...
The plane?
Yes, the plane, and you tell me that looks good.
You mean the spaceship?
Yeah.
The Sycorax ship? I think it does look quite good. I think it's better than the previous series.
No. Absolutely not.
Okay. Oh, I should have added that onto our bingo that I put on social media.
What?
Every time Ben says, absolutely not. Anyway, some of your favourite characters came back in this episode.
Yes.
Jackie.
Can't stand the woman.
You can't stand her?
No.
Well, you defended her to Rose in this episode.
Oh, I did actually.
When Rose was like, just leave it, just come on. And she's like, it's food. You said we need food. You were like, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
Rose did say we need food. I'm like, crying out loud.
Yeah, but she was stressed, Rose.
Yeah.
She was having a real stroppy moment. When she's
a bit like a teenager.
Yeah, well, she is a teenager. She's 19.
Yeah, supposed to be growing out of stuff
yeah,
like that.
But she had a real strop, like when they're in the TARDIS and Mickey's like, "You're going to be a right misery all the time," and she's like, "Yes."
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say anything, but you said it. Yeah.
I can be a right bitch. A right misery guts.
No comment.
Or as my mum would say, a doom and gloom merchant.
Yeah.
No, that's not me. I'm upbeat and
you
positive.
Are upbeat. You are normally, yeah.
Yeah. But when I'm sad, I'm sad. And
Yeah.
when I'm annoyed, I'm annoyed.
You feel your emotions very intensely. Let's put it that way. Whatever they are.
A big sign for me to have ADHD.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Emotion regulation is very hard for me.
Yeah. Yeah, we should start a new segment of like mental health corner.
Okay.
No, let's not do that.
No, let's not do that. Let's keep that to ourselves.
Yeah. Push it down. Don't talk about it. No, I'm joking.
That's the British way.
No, we do talk about it though. We're quite open.
Yeah, we talk.
With ourselves and with each other and
family.
Yeah. But probably not on a podcast.
No.
Oh,
we forgot to say we saw the TARDIS in person.
Did we?
Not the TARDIS.
Oh, the Dalek.
Yeah.
Yeah, my God. You get Daleks and TARDISes confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the Science Museum and they have an exhibition at the moment about science fiction.
Yeah.
And they had was it 2 or 3 Daleks?
They had a red one at the front.
Yeah,
then
3 Daleks.
Then you had a Cyberman.
There was a Cyberman from the 80s, I think.
Yeah. And then you had one upstairs and then one inside.
Yeah.
So there's all people who would like to go to that exhibition in the Science Museum. I personally, this is my review. So I will say it cost us £15 each to go in.
Yeah, it wasn't worth £15.
No, I could understand why it cost £15 because of some of the stuff that they hired or brought.
Yeah, it was. They collected quite.
Some of the stuff was good, but thing is though, don't go in half term.
Oh God,
we had children in the exhibition with us who were under the age of 5. They're not going to appreciate it.
Yeah, running around,
getting in people's way.
Yeah, no, people would say well, it's our fault for going half term, but because I work in a school now and school holidays are the only time I get off. So
yeah, so I work around your time off.
Yeah.
And where has all the interactive stuff gone?
It has changed a lot since I've been there. To be fair, yeah.
And I'm a bit ugh. I understand it's free and all that, and we got a coffee and a tea there, and we sat down for a couple of hours, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we were waiting. We were going to go see the Unfriend.
Yeah, I was not sure whether I was going to mention that. One of the leading actors in it was Frances Barber, who, I don't know how I missed this, but I found out after the fact that she is quite vile on Twitter. Yeah, spreading a lot of transphobic stuff, which nowadays, as someone who grew up as a Harry Potter fan, and I try to not line J.K. Rowling's pockets anymore, I now feel awkward about having gone to the Unfriend, and I think if I knew beforehand, I probably wouldn't have gone.
I will say this, it is awful because she's the star of the show.
Yeah.
Her character is she's an awful person, but you can't fault the woman that she did a good job on the show. Oh,
the performance was good. Yeah. Yeah. As people say about separating the art from the artist.
It can't be done.
And exactly. I can understand what they mean, but I said to you, if you, when we were talking about it afterwards and we found out, I said, if you're a trans person and you go and sit in the audience, you can't separate that. It's that person has beliefs that you are not worthy or blah, blah, blah. You can't sit and enjoy that performance. It's this, if she was known for spouting vile racism and stuff like that, she would not get hired.
No. Do you know, Kay?
Yeah.
Do you know what annoys me so much about TERFs and anti-trans and transphobia and all this type of thing? We live in the 21st century. Mm-hmm. It has been 2,000 years and 2,023 years since our Lord was graced us on this earth.
Okay.
And what did he say? He said, love each other.
100%, yeah.
He said, the biggest lesson that the Bible teaches us is to love each other.
Yeah.
To be together, to stand together, to support each other.
I've spoken to a couple of vicars recently because I'm writing a play and I was doing some research. So I'm not religious myself, but I'm writing a play where there's a character who's a vicar. So I've been doing some research. And one of the vicars said to me recently that Christianity can basically be distilled down into don't be a dick. And that's so true.
100%.
The thing is, we've mentioned religion, but I have to say, it's nothing to do with religion. People will use their religion to excuse their beliefs. Yeah, but it just comes down to your beliefs.
Yeah, and to the people of this podcast, I really, really hope that you go up and you go and look at mermaids.
At the end of the day, we're a queer podcast. Mm-hmm. Anyone listening knows that. So we're probably preaching to the choir.
Yeah, and this is so relevant because I think I'm dyslexic, so I think this is how you're saying it. My prayers go out to Brianna's.
Yeah, Brianna Jai is how you say it.
To her family, and I'm thinking of them, and it's just another massive symbol of the hatred in this world.
Yeah, it's absolutely. And literally, the week we're recording this is the week that it happened.
Yeah.
So,
16.
So yeah, it's ridiculous.
She's a baby.
She had a life in front of her.
Yeah. She's a baby.
So yeah,
so sad.
Might have to put a trigger warning at the start of this episode.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Doctor Who.
Shall we? Yeah.
Harriet Jones.
You said Jackie. You didn't like Jackie. Has she grown on you?
No, she. There's this episode. She went back in my explanation.
Really?
I just find her tedious.
Okay.
Do you not find her tedious?
No, I find her iconic.
I wouldn't use that word with her.
She's pink tracksuited, blonde.
She's a Juicy Couture babe.
Yeah.
Steven's looking at me like, what the fuck?
No, I
Juicy
think I know. Is
Couture?
it when they've got on their bum? It says Juicy.
It's a brand called Juicy Couture.
Oh right.
And yeah, they were the
juicy
they had
bum
like
trousers,
diamantade trousers.
I'm not sure whether this episode's going to be called "Don't Be a Dick" or "Juicy Bum Trousers."
Well, yeah, she would be the type of woman to be like parading around in her Juicy Couture.
Okay. Anyway, Mickey was back.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No, every time she chooses to go away, she's like, "You're never going to stay, are you?" It's like, no, she's fucking not going to stay with you. Fucking move on.
Yeah, he's selfish, isn't he? I mean...
He's selfish. He holds a pine for her.
Yeah.
And...
He holds a pine for her. I know what you mean.
And, like, literally, I'm like, mate, you're just hurting yourself now.
Yeah, when they went Christmas shopping, and Rose was quite rightly worried about the doctor, and he's like, "Oh, will you just shut up about the doctor? Can this just be me and you?" He's being really toxic there.
Yeah, he's been really toxic, trying to control her and all that. I really do hope that when she leaves the show, that she does not run into his arms and say, "Oh, I can stay with you and be with you." Absolutely not, Rose.
Yeah. No, because apart from anything else, even if that's what she wanted, she wouldn't deserve that, the way she's treated him.
Yeah. I want to write a fan fiction.
Oh my God, okay.
It has just come to my head now.
Okay.
Rose secretly has the doctor's baby.
How do you know that's not going to happen in the show?
I know it's not going to happen.
How do you know that?
I could tell.
Spin-off? Junior Doctor?
Oh my God!
So yes, Harriet Jones, Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Were you pleased to see her back?
Yes, I love her.
Yeah, she is amazing. And she's got the mannerisms. She's still identifying herself with her ID card, even though she's now famous because she's the Prime Minister. I like that about her character.
What did you think about the end bit? That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, I've got a note about that. So, what did you think about it when she authorised Torchwood to fire the missiles or the lasers?
If the Doctor hadn't woken up and Torchwood, and they had managed to delay it, Torchwood would have undone it. And she would have sacrificed herself on that ship.
Yes.
She would have done it. She would have, without a second bat eyelid, she would have sacrificed herself for the human race. So you're saying
you think she made the right call?
She made a call. They're a hostile group. They attacked the Earth. Yeah. They're going to spread the word about the Earth.
Yeah, potentially. From her point of view, there was no doctor around.
Yeah.
So she was preparing Torchwood, like to get these lasers ready.
Yeah.
If the doctor had never appeared, that would have been her only option, and that probably would have been the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Because they were being hostile and they were invading, and like, you know, what could they do?
Yeah.
But then the doctor comes along, he does his thing.
Saves the day.
Also, remember, he offered a peaceful solution. Like, he said, "I'll spare your life if you leave and don't come back." And he was like, yeah, I swear. And then he showed himself to be, he went back on that and he ran after him, remember?
Yeah.
So you can see they're untrustworthy.
Yeah.
So how do we know that?
Exactly.
Yeah, so
And also, the Doctor killed the stretched lady.
Cassandra.
And he murdered her.
Yeah,
what makes him any different to... She made a choice to save 7.5 billion people, verging on 8 billion people.
Well, nowadays it would be, but it's more like 6 billion back then, I think.
No, more like 7 billion.
What, 2005?
Yeah.
Bear with, hold on. Earth population in 2005, 6.5 billion. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But the thing is, though, the Doctor, she made a tough call.
Yeah.
Sometimes in positions of power, you have to make a tough call. You have to.
Yeah.
And like you said just now, which is a really great point I didn't think of, they are untrustworthy. They're scavengers.
Yeah.
And they will do anything for a quick thing. What are they called again?
Sycorax.
Oh. Okay.
Which is, I was going to mention that word.
Sounds like sycamore.
It comes from Shakespeare, actually. It's a character in The Tempest, a witch called Sycorax.
Oh.
So that it's a cool word, though.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Sycorax? Like their design and...
Oh, some of the best.
Yeah, I think they are really cool, aren't they?
Like exoskeleton creatures, humanoid exoskeleton creatures are quite cool.
Yeah. And the helmets.
They're all right.
Yeah. One thing I noticed this time watching that I've never seen before is like, obviously like it was moulded with latex or whatever. And you could see the bone. You could see it was latex because when he moved his mouth, it stretched and moved, the bone. I've never noticed that before because it should be rigid, really. And
also, like, you can see, like, they have, like, what I would call open skin, which is you can see the muscle underneath.
Yeah, it's like Inside Out, isn't it? Like Inside Out people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a really cool look.
Yeah.
They probably would rank quite high in my special effects tastes.
Yeah,
they are 10 times better than the blue people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Didn't understand why he was in pyjamas. Jim Jams?
Because
Not bad for a man who's Jim Jams.
Because he was not well. He was recovering in bed. We'll come on to the doctor in a bit. Can I
start a new segment?
Yes.
Hottie of the week.
Hottie of the week. Can I guess? Is it Alex, her right-hand man?
Yes.
Oh my God, yes. So there's two in this episode, but yeah, Alex.
Llewellyn as well.
Oh no, not him.
Oh, okay. I think he's quite cute.
you like Daniel Llewellyn. No, my other one was, when all the people in their pajamas were going
Jason?
Up. Jason from next door. Oh my God. When she's like, Jason, listen to me. And he's like got the bed hair and he's like...
And if you were questioning whether this is the gay podcast, you have got your answer now.
Can we do this as a segment, Hottie of the Week? That's hilarious.
Hottie of the Week. Only if you could do a jingle.
Okay. Anyway, you liked Alex.
Yeah, he was cute.
Man. He's very cute, yeah.
I'm still trying to work out if... I was going to call him David Cameron then. I was like...
David Cameron!
What's his name? Stupid brain.
Tennant.
That's his name. That's it.
Yeah.
I can't work out
if you find him attractive or not.
He's got such a. I like this Doctor.
Do you? Oh my God! I was trying to save Talk of the Doctor for the moment, but...
Oh, I don't know. Like when the episode improved a miles when he woke up and he was like chirpy, chatty, like making jokes.
It is a great introduction to him.
Yeah, and I think that from seeing him in the little episode, which was worth my time, but now seeing him in this, those are not two James Doctors.
No.
And like, oh, by the way, the people who said when I was at primary school, secondary school, people were saying that when the Doctor was coming up to his 12th generation, they were saying, oh, his hand classes the generation.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
It does
to you,
but it depends what you.
But he explained it perfectly clear there.
Okay, right.
He's within the 15-hour window, which means that his body's
so his hand's just been discarded there. Yeah.
People are numpties.
Okay, I'm not. I can't say anything, so we'll just wait and see. So you like? Yeah, I think it's a really good introduction for him. He's funny. I will say he's not always that manic. Like he was still high on regenerating and still finding out.
A bit sad.
He is funny and chirpy and runs his mouth off and stuff, but it's different.
He does look so young there, though.
He does. He looks so different to...
Do you know how old he was?
34 or something. So he was born in 1971. So in 2005, he was 34.
So he's 52.
He's 51 now, turning 52 this year. He doesn't look it.
No, he's aging very well.
I mean, he's filmed, obviously, for the 60th anniversary specials, and he absolutely gets away with looking the same as he did in the series. Yeah, so he's fun.
He is, and it was manic, and it was fun, it was chirpy. And I think that episode needed it, because it was getting quite dry.
Okay.
And it needed the shake-up, which he brought.
Yeah. It's funny, like, it's his first full episode that introduces him as the Doctor, but he is barely in it.
I just wonder how my main man would have handled the situation.
Christopher Eccleston, yeah. So apparently, when this was first being written, it was written with him in mind because they didn't know he was leaving.
Oh.
But I can't understand how that would have worked out because must have been quite different. Unless say Eccleston didn't leave at the end of series 1, he could still have had to save Rose from the time vortex energy without it having to make him regenerate, but it could still have taken its toll on him.
He was recharging.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, the TARDIS crash landed at the start.
It did crash landed.
You said you saw it sort of appear in the sky and you were like, oh, it's a bit unusual.
Yeah. I now know why.
Because?
They're linked.
Yeah.
Their souls are entwined. If the Doctor dies, the TARDIS dies. That's how I see it now.
Okay.
Like, they're so heavily linked. Like, the Time Lords get their own... They each, when they're born, they get a little berry in their hands, and they eat the berry, and the berry goes into their stomach, and when they're ready to grow the Time Lord machine thing, they then poop it out, and then they put this little poopy little seed thing inside the TARDIS, and it becomes the TARDIS man.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks. What did you think of... I think I know the answer to this. What did you think of the Santas, the robot Santas? Oh, we didn't know they were robots at this point, did we? Did he say they were robots?
Who?
The Santas. The brass band Santas.
Yeah.
Do we know they're robots? Or did we just think they were creatures?
They were just... I thought they were Cybermen.
Yeah, you did. You kept saying, hello, Cybermen, hello, Cybermen. They're not Cybermen.
Yeah. I was just a bit like, why are they targeting Rose?
Here, the Doctor said because she's like the first line of defence for the Doctor. They want to get her out of the way and then target the Doctor. But
then they didn't... Oh, I don't know. It just felt like a bit of a weird thing.
It was weird. I think...
Especially when she interacted with them.
What do you mean?
Like, they didn't know who she was.
Well, they obviously did.
No, they didn't. I think that's a bit of a messy beginning because it suddenly was attacking them, and I'm like, no, she's got no trace on her. She's got no tracker.
Okay, well, I think you just have to assume that they did know somehow, and they were responsible for the Christmas tree. So I couldn't work out from your reaction in the episode whether you were laughing because you thought it was good or laughing because you thought it was bad.
Oh, Stephen, it was fucking terrible.
What are you talking about?
I swear that Russell T Davies was like getting his car washed. Oh, inspiration!
Like those,
I'm going to use that spinny thing for inspiration for my next monster.
I haven't seen one of those car washes for years. Do they still exist?
Yeah.
Those ones with the big brushes?
Yeah.
Because when I was a little child, and we used to go through those, and I used to find that really scary.
Stevens, you're such a fancy family.
Why is it fancy to go through one of those car washes?
My mum and dad washed their car with a sponge and a bucket.
Yeah, my dad did that as well, but I'm saying sometimes my dad would be like, oh, let's go through that one. And I used to be sitting in the car and find it terrifying when all the brushes were coming at you, and we used to call it the monster.
That's a children's book.
Yeah, the monster car wash.
That, like, I quite like that.
Okay. But yeah, so you didn't like the Christmas tree?
No, absolutely not.
Come on. It's camp fun.
No, Stephen. I don't come to watch Doctor Who to watch camp monsters.
I don't know what to say about this because I think...
Oh my God, have they come back?
No, I'm not... No. I'm just saying, you've just said you don't come to Doctor Who for camp fun, basically.
No, I don't. And
there's an awful lot of it in Doctor Who, so either you have to start liking it or you have to brace yourself. And you did laugh at Jackie. I'm going to get killed by a Christmas tree.
I was laughing, let's make it happen.
Aw.
No, I'm joking. I'm just a bit like, Jackie, your daughter's outside on Christmas Eve. Where the fuck is she going to get a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve?
Well, I'm sure it's possible.
Oh, yeah, your parents did it.
Yes.
They put their Christmas tree up on Christmas Eve and took it down. Never returned it.
Don't really reveal that on the podcast.
They did though.
I know. They were like, "Oh, this is shit, isn't it?" So they, took it back on Boxing Day, got their money back.
Got a nicer one.
Anyway,
you should give that one to me, and I'll give them this one.
Yeah. Side note on the Christmas tree, you heard Jingle Bells playing in the background? La 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 la. Did you think that was the tree was playing that music, or do you think that was just the score of the episode?
Just the score of the episode.
Okay, because I think I remember people talking about that at the time. Some people were like, no, the tree was playing it, but that's just ridiculous.
I'm sorry. How do these SAG rocks, like, make this Christmas tree within seconds?
SAG rocks?
Yes, the people up in space.
Sycorax?
Riding the scab.
I don't think the tree was anything to do with the Sycorax. It was because of the Santas. I was thinking about it, trying to work out. I can't remember if they are linked to the Sycorax or not.
Yes, they are.
Okay. All right, okay. I accept
Blue teleportation when they take up Harriet. Blue teleportations when they take up the Santas.
Okay.
With the flaming trombones.
Yeah.
Was it a trombone?
Yeah, there was a trombone, a tuba.
Anywho.
Unit were back in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember them from the Aliens of London?
Vaguely, and felt familiar.
Yeah. Mickey being, like, inexplicably good with computers.
Yes!
Again.
How the fuck?
Just casually mention, oh yeah, I've got access to the military. How? Because he's good with computers.
Do you know what? He's a knob.
Yeah.
And Russell was like, oh, people won't mind me just having the ability to just track missiles and...
But I honestly think it's a product of the time, 2005.
Can you stop saying that, please?
But it was. It's easy to look back at it now and be like, that doesn't make any sense. But at the time, I certainly didn't question it as a 13-year-old.
You had access to the internet.
Yeah.
Were you able to do it?
No.
Oh, why was Jackie still on dial-up in 2005?
Well, some people... Were you on dial-up in 2005?
No, I didn't get the internet until
you didn't even have the internet,
2007.
so you could say, why were you on?
Yeah, because Mum was scared it's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then Mum I kept on asking for it.
Yeah.
And then she caved because I needed it for school.
Yeah, you needed it for school, quote unquote.
I did actually. I was doing Jesus the Art. I needed to do research.
Oh, quote unquote research.
The computer's downstairs in the living room, Stephen.
You come down in the middle of the night?
No. Have you ever tried to sneak past my mother? She's got ears like a radar.
All right, fair enough. I'm only joking. So Torchwood, obviously mentioned again.
Yes. The anagram.
What are your thoughts?
Doctor Who.
It is an anagram of Doctor Who. What are your thoughts on it at the moment?
I was hoping that we'd see Jack again.
No, unfortunately not.
I've still yet to find out why he left Jack.
Yeah.
And how Jack got off the planet. Off the metal tube in the sky.
The space station, the game station.
Yeah.
It will get explained later on why he left him. But I think for now you just have to...
Extend your disbelief.
I mean, from a writing perspective, apparently it's because they didn't want Jack around, like, after the regeneration. Because they wanted to explore Rose's response to it. Yeah. Not because Jack would have just been like, okay, cool, take it in his stride. So did you have any idea what Torchwood is based on this episode?
I see it as the UK's front line of defence for alien to extraterrestrial life, hostile extraterrestrial life, and also like they guide people home and they help people get back to their home planet. They study UFOs. They cover up tracks of the aliens. Okay. So they protect the human public. And they drip, you know what I mean? That's what they are, like the washers and like the protectors.
The washers?
Oh, you don't read those type of books. There's a series of books where they have washers and they wipe minds.
Okay.
So it's the same type of thing. They wipe the media of certain things and they control the media for aliens and they help aliens and...
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then they have like very complicated, messy love affairs between them all.
Maybe. You should have a clearer idea soon of what Torchwood is.
Is the Doctor a part of it?
You'll find out.
Is he like a special agent that just drops in when he wants and drops out when he wants?
Maybe. So yeah, we talked about the people in pyjamas, like walking up the stairs, including Jason with the bed hair. Who I fancy.
Good old Jace.
Isn't it convenient though that they were all like clothed in pyjamas?
Mm-hmm.
If that really happened, you'd have people like...
You would have nudity, especially people sleeping in the other side of the world.
Yeah, nudity. But that's not...
But we're not the English way.
But, well, no, I think a lot of people... Well, anyway, let's not get into that. Let's just say it was, prime time Christmas Day, BBC One.
Was it?
7:00, Christmas Day.
Oh my God.
This is how big Doctor Who was back then.
And you watched it then?
Yeah. So, let's talk about this. So I think I've mentioned on the podcast before, by this point, I was sort of ahead of my parents in the show. I was just watching it by myself because I really wanted to be up to date with it. Christmas Day, I was like, okay, how am I going to watch this episode? Because I need to see it. At that time, we used to go round to my grandparents and spend Christmas Day there. And basically, because I couldn't face the idea of trying to watch it in the living room with everyone and have everyone talking over it, I went into the kitchen.
Nothing has changed, peeps.
They had a little TV in the kitchen, and I went and sat in the kitchen on my own and watched it. Just how lovely, in the spirit of Christmas.
On a tiny little thing.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
No, of course you didn't.
What was I doing in 2005? I was probably playing a computer game.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched the different Doctor Who Christmas specials each year, like in similar ways to that. Like the second one, I think my grandparents came to us and I went up to my parents' bedroom and watched it up there.
Oh.
The third one, I do remember, I actually thought, no, I'm not going to be antisocial this year. I'm going to try and stay in the living room. And my grandparents said they didn't mind having it on. So we watched it all together as a family. And yeah, let's just say my fears came true about people talking over it. Literally, like Jeffrey Palmer's in it, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's Lionel from As Time Goes By," and they start whittering on about.
That show.
Oh, I love it too, but like when I'm watching Doctor Who, I don't want to be talking about As Time Goes By. Anyway, how did you feel about the way this episode dealt with Rose's like reaction to the regeneration?
Why do you ask such boring questions?
Well, I feel like it's her grieving process, isn't it?
Yeah, when she goes to her mum, like, Mum.
He's gone. I have to say, she does have a funny face there when she's crying. Like,
I was said to Stephen, like, how many times is she going to cry in this fucking episode? Like,
she only cried once in the episode, didn't she?
The beginning.
Beginning?
Yeah, she cried.
What?
When she cried at his bedside. No, she cried a few times, Stephen.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, it was all right. I felt like she needed that burst to get her thinking again. She needed to break that emotional turmoil. And then once she's released some of that energy, because we all know that grieving never really goes, but once she's released some of that energy, you could see that she sparked and she got...
Yeah, but it's a funny one because he is still the same person. So it's like he's not gone. He's just changed.
Yeah, and she's grieving his former self.
Exactly, yeah. But we all have to do that in life, I think.
She was imagining having his babies.
What, Eccleston's babies?
But thing is, though...
Now she can have Tennant's babies.
Yeah, but thing is, though, like, does the Doctor... Are they compatible with humans?
Oh, what? To have babies?
Reproductively compatible.
Yeah, I have no idea. You pointed out the Big Ben having scaffolding on it.
Yes.
You liked that continuity.
I thought that was very smart.
Yeah.
I thought, I didn't think he was painted until later. And then I realised it twigged.
Yeah, they were rebuilding it after it got smashed.
It didn't smash, it got gouged.
Okay.
It got gouged.
Okay.
It got gouged.
It got gouged, okay.
By a plane with a pig in it.
Not everything that flies is a plane, Ben. You call every spaceship a plane.
A thing with wings.
A spaceship.
A pig with wings.
Yeah, and I think the Sycorax ship, like the rocky... Well, you called it a giant scab.
It looks like a massive scab, or it looks like a massive flea.
What?
Like, it looks like some kind of weird scabby flea thing, like
there's
insectual.
There's one shot where you see it sort of start to appear above some buildings, and I always think it looks like a big rhino, like with a horn.
No, I think it looks like a massive turd.
And then obviously you get that shot from above that looks like the EastEnders titles, but with the ship coming in. It's not your typical spaceship.
No.
It's not like a metallic...
Like a mouldy potato.
Well, it's rock. It's a lump of rock. It's like they've carved out an asteroid and like used that as their ship. Like, I think that's cool. It's unusual.
Why do they call it Guinevere 1?
It's just the name of
Is there
the probe.
Reference to
the reason?
Guinevere?
Well, Guinevere was King Arthur's wife, right?
I think so.
And wasn't she unfaithful to him? I think. I don't know.
Lancelot.
Yeah. But I don't know why that would have any relevance to this.
If anybody knows why it was called Guinevere, and if it was just called Guinevere for Guinevere's sake, then that's cool. But if it's got any subliminal messages, that's cool.
Mm. So yeah, the tea that dripped. I like it. I think the fact that a good old cup of tea was one of the things he needed. I mean, he needed the time to rest, obviously, as well. But
yeah, Stephen, how did he drink it?
He didn't drink it. He inhaled it. Did you see the sparking thing under the TARDIS floor? It dripped down onto that and heated up, and he inhaled it.
Ugh.
What's wrong with that?
It's a pile of shit, that's what's wrong with it. It smells.
For me, I think it's funny because Doctor Who is so part of British culture. He's a British icon, and the fact that the most British of drinks, a cup of English tea, revives him, I think is fitting. What did you think of David Tennant's costume now he's chosen it? You like it?
Yeah. Much better than...
Bear in mind, this is not a visual medium. Ben just made the chef's kiss.
Yeah, it looks good.
It is good, and he looks good in it.
He looks good. He looks the part. Whereas Christopher Eccleston, I think, looked a bit too not wacky enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was his Doctor, though.
Yeah, I just felt like David Tennant's like, I don't know, with his mannerism, he's got this serious outfit on, which is a good difference.
Yeah.
Like Sugar and Spice, like he's manic, and he's crazy. But the Doctor is so in love with Rose.
You think so?
100%.
Yeah, I feel like they feel more like a couple now than they did before.
Yeah. And how I think they should end the show.
End the show?
Yeah. He should regenerate one last time back into Christopher Eccleston. And he goes back and he says to Rose, I'm giving you a chance. You either spend your life with me or you choose, and I'll move on if you don't choose me. But with all these companions I've had over the years, you're the one I keep thinking about.
Ah.
And then they go off on sunset together.
Ah. That's sweet. Well, we shall see.
The show's not ended yet, so we don't know.
No.
Russell, end it that way, please. Thank you. Cool.
And did you hear the song that was playing while he was choosing his costume?
No. Oh. Yes, but I don't know what it was.
Oh. Did you like it?
What was it?
Did you like it?
What was it?
Did you like it?
I can't remember it, Stephen.
Okay. It's called Song for 10. And it was written by Murray Gold.
Sing it.
Well, I woke up today and the world seemed a restless place.
Is he singing it?
What, Murray?
Yeah.
No, the soloist is called Tim Phillips on that version. But Murray, actually, fun fact, Murray Gold is one of the people doing backing vocals on that recording. So you can hear him. But yeah, there's a version that was released on the soundtrack, which was re-recorded with Neil Hannon. And it's a completely like reorchestrated version. And some people prefer that version. And I don't. For me, it's this version from the episode that is the better version because it sounds like a real song. It sounds like something that you might hear on the radio. Mm-hmm. And it's just really like rich and lovely. And I actually did my own cover of it when Murray Gold left the show in 2017, I think it was. Mm-hmm. I made a version called Song for Gold. But yeah, it's a nice song. And you could see the chemistry is still there between them then. Doctor and Rose. Are you still not a fan of that?
I'm not, but now I've come up with my own little canon of an ending. Yeah, I am.
Okay. So you can buy the fact that the Doctor, a 900-year-old alien, is enamoured with her. Yeah.
Because he's humanoid.
Yeah.
Enough to find her attractive.
Yeah.
Unless the women in his form are very different and they're not humanoid, they're like bugs. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're less, or maybe they've got 2 heads or 5 arms.
No, they look humanoid as well.
Okay. How do you know you haven't seen one?
I have. You haven't, but I have.
Oh, Susan.
Oh, yeah, Susan and, others in the classic series.
Susan McPrybaby Susan.
We love Susan. And finally, so we never watched the Next Time trailers, but since this was a special, like, coming up in Series 2 sneak peek, I let us watch this one.
Yeah.
And you were like, I wish I'd recorded it. I didn't. But yeah, you were like shouting at everything like, cat nuns! K9! What are you most excited about?
K9, probably.
K9, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember a couple of episodes ago you said to me, what's inside K9? Like a real dog?
Oh.
He's a robot. Anthony Head from Buffy. He's in it.
Yeah.
You saw a Cyberman. You recognised that when you saw the Cyberman.
Oh, yeah, Cybermen.
Queen Victoria.
Oh.
You said she
doesn't even look like fucking Queen Victoria. Looks like Whistler's mother.
What, you mean they cast an actress that doesn't look like her? Is that what you mean? Or
just the whole everything?
Literally, it's a glimpse, Ben. You can't judge it yet. But yeah, it's one of my favourite episodes. No spoilers. Okay, just one thing left for us to do, which is to...
Rank that episode!
So we're no longer giving star ratings. Now we're going to decide where is it going to go on our list. So who's going first?
You are.
Me first?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me have a look. Let me think. What do I think of this episode? I like it. It has a lot of happy memories for me. So it's going to go somewhere near the top.
Oh.
I think...
Is it better than Bad Wolf?
I don't know. Probably not.
So is it better than Boomtown?
I think it is. I think it goes in between Bad Wolf and Boomtown.
So 5 it is.
Number 5 for me, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's difficult, because if you said to me, would I rather watch The Christmas Invasion on any given day or Bad Wolf, I'd probably choose The Christmas Invasion, but because it works as a standalone, whereas Bad Wolf doesn't.
I can't remember Bad Wolf.
That was the one with the android.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm putting it at number 5. So it's current number 5 out of 14. What about you?
Number 6.
So for you, that means it's better than...
Bad Wolf.
Better than Bad Wolf, but not as good as Father's Day.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's also like, I feel like it's much stronger than all the bad episodes in season 1.
Yeah.
But it's not so strong to take any of my top ranking episodes.
Okay. So,
episodes that like I really like.
Yeah, like Empty Child, Dalek.
Yeah.
So it's number 6 for you, number 5 for me.
Yeah.
At the moment. Okay, interesting. Put that on. So that was the Christmas special.
Mm-hmm.
And our next episode to watch is going to be the first episode of Series 2.
Which is called what?
New Earth. One of these days I'm going to tell you a title and you're not going to roll your eyes.
Could have called it Neo Earth. Be a bit different.
Any predictions?
I'm going to go see some sister planet to Earth. Or the Earth is... They're going in the future and the Earth is so desolate, they need to find a new Earth.
I see. Well, we'll find out. So, thank you, Ben, for watching The Christmas Invasion with me.
You're welcome.
And talking to me about it.
You're welcome.
Excited for next week. Thanks for listening. Don't forget you can follow us on social media, About Time Cast on Twitter and Instagram, and About Time Podcast on TikTok. You can also email us at abouttimecast@gmail.com. Love getting emails. If you've emailed in and I haven't read it out yet, bear with.
Season 2, that's when we'll start.
Yeah, when we get on with Series 2 proper, we will start reading emails out again. So thank you. Please keep them coming in. Take care and stay fantastic.